One rapper watched his girlfriend get snatched at gunpoint from his own front yard and couldn't do anything but call 911 in shock. Another shot a trespasser in the leg and told the dispatcher, "He's neutralized," like it was nothing. These are 15 times rappers had to call 911. Atlanta rapper Jerry Antoine was at home when something unthinkable happened right in front of his eyes. His girlfriend had just called to say she was pulling up, and seconds later, everything changed. What started as a normal night turned into a nightmare he couldn't stop, no matter how hard he tried.
Hello, hey, I'm at 501 Borough Street, and my girlfriend just got out of a car, and somebody just came and just kidnapped her and just left.
Did they kidnap her and left?
Somebody just left with my girlfriend.
Jerry was frantic. He just witnessed something no one should ever have to see. The dispatcher was trying to keep him calm, but he could barely hold it together.
It was like a Jeep car. Like a Jeep.
So how did was she snatched?
Bro, she just pulled up, and then I heard somebody here earlier. Bro. Oh my God, my car is blocked in. What the?
The reality was setting in hard. Jerry couldn't even chase after them because his car was blocked in. He was completely helpless.
My God, bro, I just watched her get kidnapped from in front of my house. What the? Oh
what is
my
your name?
God. My name is Jerry Antoine.
The dispatcher needed details, and Jerry was trying his best to answer while completely breaking down. Then he revealed something that made everything even more terrifying.
Was she forced into the car? Did she get in the car, or did she walk in the car?
Yes, I watched it all. I watched everything. He had a gun to her. I watched everything.
Armed abduction, right in front of his house. Jerry had seen everything but couldn't do anything to stop it. The situation was beyond horrifying, and the worst part was what came next in this story. Watching someone you love get taken at gunpoint is devastating. But when this next rapper caught a trespasser on his property, he wasn't about to let anyone take anything from him. When you're one of the biggest rappers in the game, people know where you live. And sometimes, the wrong people show up uninvited. That's exactly what happened to DaBaby when someone decided to trespass on his property. But DaBaby wasn't about to become a victim.
Federal County 911,
Oh, somebody trespassing. He shot him in his leg. Y'all hear him? Get here. Get him together.
What? And what's going on there?
Guy trespassing on my property. Here him? Get here.
No hesitation, no panic. DaBaby handled the situation and called it in like it was just another Tuesday. The dispatcher was trying to gather more information, but DaBaby had already done what he felt he needed to do.
Sir, what did you do?
I shot him in his leg.
Okay. And why did you do that?
He's trespassing on my property, calling me by my name. I don't know what he did for, what he here to take, what he here to do.
That detail about the trespasser knowing DaBaby's name made everything more sinister. This wasn't some random person who wandered onto the wrong property. This was targeted. And DaBaby wasn't taking any chances.
But he's
Okay,
shot
are
his
you
leg.
with him now?
He's neutralized until you guys get here.
Sir, are you with him now?
He's right here in front of me.
Okay. Is he awake?
Well, on the football field on my property.
Sir, is he awake?
Yeah. Do you hear him?
Is he breathing?
Yeah. He's shot.
Okay.
The dispatcher kept asking questions, and DaBaby kept answering with the same energy. Calm, collected, and completely in control.
Hey.
Very serious bleeding.
Yeah, he's shot like in his lower thigh. Yeah.
Sir, is there any serious bleeding?
I said yes, bro.
Okay. Is he completely alert?
Do you hear him? Do you not hear this man, bro?
Sir, I'm asking you, is he completely alert?
Yeah, I can't hear you repeating every question that you ask me.
You could hear the frustration in DaBaby's voice. He'd already told them what happened. The guy was right there, and the dispatcher kept asking the same questions. But DaBaby protected his property and walked away without charges. DaBaby handled a trespasser on his own terms. But some 911 calls capture moments that change hip-hop forever. But not every 911 call involving a rapper ends in a shooting. Sometimes it ends with a pizza delivery. Not every 911 call is what it seems. Waka Flocka Flame, the man behind Hard Into Paint and No Hands, once made a call to emergency services that took an unexpected turn. What started as panic ended with one of the funniest 911 calls in hip-hop history.
911.
Hey, what is 911?
Calm down.
Hey, Waka Flocka. They got some outside my house right now. They get over there, you know, trying to shoot me and shit, so.
The dispatcher could barely understand what was happening. Waka sounded panicked, like something serious was going down.
One of them walking up this door right now.
Calm down, sir. Calm down. Calm down.
He's trying back around.
So you're gonna need to calm down.
Hey.
What's going on, sir?
See one of them deputies, one of them police calls.
Okay.
The tension was building. The dispatcher was trying to get information while Waka seemed to be dealing with something in real time.
Okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to,
Hey, hold on, don't hang up.
Wait, Domino's? That's when everything clicked. The emergency was about to take a hilarious turn.
You ordered pizza, right?
Oh, man, it's a pizza, man. My bad, 911. I'll holler at your lady. I'm about to eat this pizza right quick.
The hell?
What?
The whole thing was a false alarm. Waka had mistaken the pizza delivery person for a threat. He apologized to the dispatcher and hung up to enjoy his pizza. It's one of the only 911 calls on this list that actually has a happy ending. Waka's pizza scare was hilarious, but when the next rapper called 911, the situation was anything but funny. Before Nicki Minaj became one of the biggest names in music, she was dealing with situations that nobody should have to face. In 2012, a 911 call from a Dallas hotel revealed a tense standoff with a guest who refused to leave and had allegedly put his hands on her.
My name is Michael. I'm the front office manager here at the Hotel Palomar, and I need a policeman here at my hotel at 5300 East Washington Lane.
What's going on?
I have a guest in a room that needs to be removed, and they refuse to open up the door.
What's the room number?
Room 825.
The hotel manager was making the call, explaining that someone was barricaded in a room and refusing to cooperate. The situation was escalating by the minute.
825?
Yes, ma'am.
What do they look like? Are they black or Latin?
They are.
Male and female?
I'm sorry?
Males and females?
Nikki, I have a question for you.
Right in the middle of the call, you can hear the manager trying to get Nikki's attention. She was right there, dealing with the aftermath of what had just happened.
Nikki, I have a question really quick for you. I have my phone. I'm on right now.
The call captured a moment before Nicki Minaj became untouchable. She was in a hotel room, dealing with someone who had allegedly assaulted her, waiting for police to arrive. It's a reminder that fame doesn't protect you from abuse, and sometimes all you can do is call 911 and wait. Nicki's hotel incident was scary, but when the next rapper was killed during a home invasion, the 911 call captured just how terrifying those final moments were. February 19th, 2020. Pop Smoke was on top of the world. His debut mixtape had gone viral, and his deep, growling voice had made him one of Brooklyn's most exciting new artists. But at 4:30 a.m., masked intruders broke into the Hollywood Hills home where he was staying.
Do we have anything? Hello, this is the fire department. They're not talking.
Sir?
Hello?
Hello?
This is the
Fire department.
fire department's on the line, sir. What is...
The caller was barely able to communicate. The scene was chaotic, and you can hear the terror in their voice.
What is... Give me your... Hello? Hello? PD, what are your numbers? I'm going to tell them to wait for LAPD. Alright. Okay, I'll send them. Yeah, me too. I'll get it going. Thanks.
Multiple emergency services were being coordinated. This wasn't just a medical call. It was an active crime scene.
Hello?
No, I ain't that class here. No, boy, she's here with the you go somewhere. I could just play that way, right? Play out and some supple. Yo, what do I do?
You can hear someone in the background completely breaking down. The weight of what had just happened was crushing everyone there.
Hello,
the fire department. I know, but you're not talking. We're already on our way. Give me your...
Yeah.
Okay, unit's already en route. Is the person who
I
did...
can't talk to you anymore. I can't talk to you anymore.
Pop Smoke was pronounced dead at the hospital. He was just 20 years old. The investigation would later reveal that teenage suspects had targeted him during a home invasion robbery. Hip-hop lost one of its brightest rising stars. Pop Smoke's murder shocked everyone, but when the next rapper got jumped at a gym, the 911 call that followed described a scene that looked like a war zone. March 2024. Tekashi 6ix9ine had made a lot of enemies after cooperating with federal prosecutors and testifying against his former gang members. His rainbow-colored hair made him impossible to hide, and trouble eventually caught up with him at an LA Fitness in Florida.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Hi, I'm at the LA Fitness on Lantana and Lyons, and these guys, they just jumped one of the members in the bathroom. And there's blood all over the place.
Blood everywhere in a gym bathroom. The caller was trying to stay calm while describing a brutal scene.
Okay, does anyone need a paramedic? Hello?
Do you need a paramedic? No.
Okay. Were there any weapons involved?
No.
Okay.
No, there's no weapons.
Where?
No weapons, just fists. But the damage had been done. 6ix9ine had been caught off guard and beaten badly.
Where are the people right now?
They left. We're trying to find them right now.
Okay. And how many minutes ago would you say?
2 minutes ago.
3 attackers had jumped 6ix9ine and were still nearby when the call was made. The gym employee was trying to track them down.
Are they by a vehicle?
I don't know. I don't think so.
And the victim, he's still in the gym?
Yeah, he's still here.
All right. And are you sure he doesn't need he refused EMS?
Yeah.
6ix9ine refused medical help at the scene, but photos later showed him badly injured. The attack was a reminder that his past decisions would continue to haunt him. 6ix9ine's gym attack was violent, but when this rapper's doctor called 911, it was for a completely different kind of emergency, November 2016. Kanye West had been on his St. Pablo tour, delivering some of the most intense performances of his career. But behind the scenes, things were falling apart. After a series of erratic onstage rants and canceled shows, his doctor made a call that would make headlines around the world.
Number 97. I have you're his doctor, sir, is that correct?
Yes, correct.
This wasn't a random caller. This was Kanye's actual doctor requesting emergency assistance. The situation was serious enough that a medical professional felt police backup was necessary.
Yeah, I'm actually one of his doctors. I'm just calling for my cell phone to request if we can have some police backup, because I don't think the paramedics,
Are you there now with them? So let me connect with the police. If you can bring both, yes, I think he definitely is going to need to be hospitalized, so I wouldn't just do the police by itself.
The doctor was clear. Kanye needed hospitalization, not just police response. This was a mental health crisis that required immediate professional intervention.
Okay, what is the medical condition he's having, sir? Weapons involved or in the area?
No other weapons, no.
And you're his doctor and therapist?
Yeah, correct, doctor.
I'm 868. I'm number 97.
The dispatcher's question about weapons was standard protocol, but the doctor's response indicated this wasn't a violent situation. It was a medical emergency requiring psychiatric care.
Yeah, and as I said, I
68 PD, and I'm 97. I'm both stand by for your clearance.
Okay, we'll do, sir. Okay, sir, if you can just keep an eye on him, just try to... Yeah, obviously here with the...
The final instruction from dispatch was chilling.
Don't let him get any weapons or anything like that. If anything changes, if he does become physically combative between now and when the police and/or paramedics get their calls back immediately, and 911. Will do.
Kanye was placed on a psychiatric hold and eventually received treatment. This call opened up conversations about mental health in hip-hop that continue to this day. Mental health crises require professional intervention, but when the next rapper suffered a medical emergency, the 911 call showed a completely different kind of predicament. Nate Dogg was the voice behind some of the most iconic hooks in hip-hop history. From Regulate with Warren G to features with Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and 50 Cent, his silky smooth voice defined an era. But in 2007, a health emergency led to a frantic 911 call.
LA County Fire Operator 91, what is the address? Okay, is that a house, apartment, or a business?
It's a house.
Okay, is Sumner Avenue also close?
Yes.
And what is the emergency?
My boyfriend had a heart attack.
The caller was panicked, but trying to stay composed. The dispatcher immediately went into emergency protocol.
Who's having a heart attack?
He's having a heart attack.
How old is he? He's awake and breathing right now?
Yes.
Has he had a heart attack before?
No, but...
Okay, paramedics are on the way there now.
This wasn't Nate Dogg's first health scare. The legendary vocalist had been dealing with medical issues, and this call was about to reveal just how serious things had gotten.
Stay on the line, I'm going to give you instructions for him. So he's not having any difficulty breathing, right?
No.
Is his skin pale, cool, or moist?
No.
The dispatcher was walking the caller through what to do while waiting for paramedics. Every question mattered.
Has he vomited or is he nauseous?
Yes.
Sitting up right now or lying down?
Laying down.
Okay, make sure he's laying down on his left side. That way if he vomits, he's not going to choke on any of his vomit, okay?
Okay.
Okay, the paramedics should be there shortly.
Nate Dogg survived this incident but suffered multiple strokes in the following years. He passed away in 2011 at age 41, leaving behind a musical legacy that will never be forgotten. This call was a reminder of how fragile life can be, even for the legends. Medical emergencies can strike anyone, but nothing compares to the chaos captured on the 911 call after the next rapper was shot outside his own store. March 31st, 2019. Nipsey Hussle was standing outside his Marathon clothing store in the Crenshaw neighborhood of Los Angeles, the same community he'd been working to uplift for years. What happened next would devastate the entire hip-hop community.
I need an ambulance! I need an ambulance! Please!
Department of Business.
If there's a big...
I got it.
Yo, please stop ambulance! We need ambulance!
The panic in the caller's voice was unmistakable. They needed help immediately, but getting through to the dispatcher was proving difficult.
I have your phone number?
Yes! Yes!
What's the emergencies?
Yes! Who did it?
What's the emergencies?
Oh my God!
The caller was struggling to communicate. The scene was chaotic, with multiple people injured and witnesses in complete shock.
What is the emergency?
Please hurry up!
What happened?
Please hurry up!
What happened?
Yeah, please hurry up!
What happened?
Somebody on the ground!
Oh, okay, slow down. I'm sending you up right now. How many?
Yes!
The dispatcher was trying to get details while the caller kept pleading for them to hurry. In the background, you could hear the chaos of the scene.
Now, did she hang up, PD? He is there? Anybody there?
I'm here. Back up in the call.
Did she hang up?
I'm trying to see. I don't know. Let me just try to get up at this point so you guys can go in.
Okay.
77th unit. Okay, we have officers going.
Officers were dispatched, but by the time help arrived, it was too late. Nipsey Hussle was pronounced dead at the hospital. He was 33 years old. The community he loved so much came together to mourn a man who represented hope, hustle, and transformation. Nipsey's death shook LA to its core, but when this rapper was found unresponsive in his home, the 911 call revealed how desperately his friend tried to save him. September 7th, 2018. McMiller had been open about his struggles with substance abuse and mental health. The Pittsburgh native had touched millions of fans with his honest, introspective music. But on that Friday afternoon, a friend found him unresponsive at his San Fernando Valley home.
Is this a house, apartment, or a business?
It's a house.
Are you calling from...
Yes.
What is the emergency? How can we help you?
Okay.
The desperation in the caller's voice was immediate. They knew something was terribly wrong, and they needed help now.
Are you there with him now? When's the last time you saw him or talked to him?
Yesterday, please.
Okay. Stay with me on the line, okay? We're already on the way there now.
The caller hadn't seen Max since the day before. They had no idea what had happened in those hours in between.
I'm going to give you instructions. Can you wake him up? I'm going to give you instructions. Stay with me on the line, okay? You found him on the bed, on the floor?
The dispatcher was trying to guide them through what to do, but the emotional weight of the situation was overwhelming.
Okay, listen, so I can help you. The only way we're going to help your friend is if you follow my... Hello, sir? Hello?
It sounds like we lost him. What are your numbers?
The call cut out. The dispatcher lost connection at the worst possible moment. Mac Miller was pronounced dead at the scene. He was only 26 years old. His death sparked important conversations about addiction and led to charges against those who supplied him with counterfeit pills laced with fentanyl. Mac's passing was a tragedy that hit the music world hard. But when this rapper's girlfriend woke up to find him unresponsive, the 911 call that followed was absolutely heartbreaking. September 5th, 2024. Rich Homie Quan, the voice behind hits like Type of Way and Flex, had fallen asleep on the couch the night before. His girlfriend covered him with a blanket before taking their son to school. When she came back, something was terribly wrong.
Alright, you need police fire?
I need an ambulance.
Tell me exactly what happened.
My boyfriend, he's been asleep on the couch since this morning.
You could hear the confusion in her voice. She thought he was just sleeping. She had no idea what was about to unfold.
Well, he never came to bed last night. Sleep on the couch. I left him on the couch before I took my son to school this morning, put a blanket over him. And now I just checked on him again because he never got up. I don't feel a heartbeat. I don't see him breathing.
The reality was hitting her in waves. No heartbeat, no breathing. She turned him over and found something even more disturbing.
I turned him over. I see he kind of foamed at the mouth.
Amber 911, operator 7214.
And he's not breathing, is that correct? I'm not hearing you.
Yes, yes.
The operator immediately began giving CPR instructions, but you could hear the panic setting in. She was trying to get him to the floor, trying to save him.
Can I add his dad to the call?
Saying he's not breathing, is that correct?
Add his dad to the call. He's trying to call me back because I called him first before I called you.
Okay, so we need to help your boyfriend now.
The operator was trying to keep her focused while paramedics rushed to the scene. Every second mattered.
Were you able to get him to the floor?
Yes, his heart not beating or anything.
Rich Homie Quan was pronounced dead at 34 years old. He left behind a legacy of music that defined an era, and this call captured the devastating moment his loved ones realized he was gone. Quan's passing was a tragedy that came without warning. But when this next rapper was shot in Florida, the dispatch audio revealed just how chaotic the scene was. June 18, 2018, XXX Tentacion had just left Riva Motorsports in Deerfield Beach, Florida. At just 20 years old, he was one of the most controversial and influential artists of his generation. What happened in that parking lot would send shockwaves through the entire music industry.
All units 1023, 1065, Bolo reference, signal 33. Just occurred, 3671 North 50, at Riva Motorsports. Several gunshots, possibly drive-by. No description on the subject.
The dispatch was already alerting all units. Multiple gunshots, no clear description of the shooters. The scene was evolving fast, and officers were racing to piece together what had just happened.
Witness advised a black Dodge Journey is the subject's vehicle. Shot somebody in a black BMW.
Witnesses were calling in, trying to help identify the vehicle. X had been sitting in his BMW when he was approached. The suspects blocked his exit and opened fire, taking a bag containing $50,000 in cash.
Present. South 22 on 40 on that. Awesome. If we get a unit, lead unit preferably, that can leave Bravo 21 at the crime scene, some 2-3's on.
Officers were mobilizing from every direction. The crime scene was being secured, and the urgency in the dispatch audio was undeniable. An adult male had been shot, and paramedics were rushing to get there.
Alright, just reconfirming that you contacted North Broward.
XXX Tentacion was pronounced dead at the hospital. He was just 20 years old. The hip-hop world lost one of its most talented and polarizing figures in broad daylight, and this dispatch audio captured the chaos in real time. X's death shook the industry, but when the next rapper collapsed at Midway Airport, the emergency response was captured in real-time dispatch audio. December 8, 2019. Juice WRLD had just landed at Chicago's Midway Airport on a private jet. At 21 years old, he was one of the brightest stars in hip-hop, with hits like Lucid Dreams and Robbery making him a household name. But moments after landing, something went terribly wrong.
Airport, they got a guy seizuring in here.
865 David, an ambulance inside the airport. Where in the airport?
The Atlantic Private Section 6150 South Laramie. Individual seizuring.
The word teetering doesn't capture what was really happening. Juice WRLD was having a seizure in the private terminal. Federal agents had been waiting at the airport, and now a medical emergency was unfolding.
6150 South Laramie. All right, we'll get him rolling.
Ambulance, come over to the Atlantic on 63rd, please.
Yeah, I have him going to that 865 David, or you requested it.
Thank you very much.
860.
We're going to need a beat car to follow this ambulance too from Midway, okay? If you get a beat car over here right away.
Okay.
Multiple units were being dispatched, the situation was escalating, and everyone on the radio knew this was serious. They needed an ambulance and backup.
They're asking if you have a hangar number or a exact address.
6150 South Laramie at Atlantic.
The ambulance was on the way, but it was already too late. Juice WRLD was rushed to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The official cause was an accidental overdose. Hip-hop lost another young legend, and this dispatch captured those frantic final moments. Medical emergencies like these show how quickly things can go wrong. But when this rapper woke up to an intruder in his home at 2 a.m., the only help available was his own two hands. LL Cool J is one of the most recognizable figures in hip-hop history. But fame doesn't protect you from danger, especially when someone decides to break into your home in the middle of the night. What happened next proved that LL wasn't just a legend on the mic.
What the hell happened in your house?
So, all right, I'll tell you. So a dude, it was about 2 in the morning, and, my alarm went off. Not the alarm, but the entry alarm. Like, in other words, like, if you have an alarm, when you walk in your house, the alarm goes, yeah, and gives you a chance to turn it off.
It was the middle of the night, and LL heard his entry alarm go off. At first, he thought it might be one of his kids coming home late, so he went downstairs to check.
So that went off, so he came through an entry door. So I'm like, who's it? So I'm thinking like, maybe it's one of my daughters or something, they coming in, or kids coming in late. I'm like, let me go downstairs and see what's going on. So Simone, I'm like, yo, who's that? I don't know. I said, okay. So I go downstairs, I'm in my underwear, you know what I'm saying? I'm just walking downstairs. Something say, don't turn on the lights. I want to see what's going on.
LL was in his underwear, thinking nothing of it. He was just going to check on his family. But what he found wasn't family at all.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I ain't gonna turn the light on. I'm just gonna go downstairs. I walk down the steps. Some Charles Manson lookalike come walking, like he comes
in
out
your
the kitchen.
House.
Yeah, he comes out the kitchen as I'm coming down the steps. And then we was off to the races.
He started walking down the stairs, ready to turn on the lights and see what was happening. That's when everything changed. A random intruder, looking like a horror movie villain, walked right out of LL's kitchen. And LL didn't run. He fought. The intruder ended up in the hospital with a broken nose, jaw, and ribs. LL Cool J proved that night that he's not just a rapper. He's someone you don't want to mess with in his own home. LL handled an intruder with his bare hands. But the next rapper lost his life after a fake 911 call. March 28, 2025. It was Young Scooter's 39th birthday. The Atlanta rapper, known for his street anthems and collaborations with Future, had no idea that a phone call he had nothing to do with would end his life. A woman named Demetria Spence dialed 911 and reported a horrific scene at a house. A scene that never happened.
There was literally a shooting. The house, literally the neighbors next door, the house of the address that I just gave you, the 273, there is literally a whole domestic dispute going on.
A shooting, a domestic dispute, and multiple people involved. The caller was watching everything unfold from next door.
The stuff, they hold the guns in the air, and then it's like, I'm not sure if they're pimping, but it's the situation that's going on right now. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. He literally fought the girl. I'm not sure what they was fighting over.
The urgency in the call made officers rush to the scene expecting the worst. When they arrived and knocked, the door briefly opened before being shut. Police surrounded the house. When young Scooter saw police surrounding his home based on allegations he knew nothing about, he ran. He jumped over at least 2 fences trying to escape. And that's when tragedy struck. A piece of wooden fencing debris pierced his thigh, causing massive blood loss. He was rushed to Grady Memorial Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The autopsy confirmed it was an accident. No gunshots, no police force, just a man running from a situation he didn't understand, killed by a false report from someone who wasn't even there. Demetrius Spence was arrested 4 days later and charged with transmitting a false public alarm. Young Scooter's family was devastated, calling him a phenomenal father and mentor to a lot of Atlanta youth.